I'm Kathleen, this is Daring Steps, and today we're doing a stretch session. And I'll tell you why. Normally on Tuesdays, which it is Tuesday in July, I would do a core class, but my body is saying no. And I have a touchy back, everything seems to be stiff, and I just can't do it. So today, we're gonna stretch, and I'm gonna try and get from tip to toe so that I feel better and that you get a great stretch too. I've got two props. I have a really old school block that is so old, but it still works. And I've got a band. Now I'm not going to use the band for strength. I'm going to use it to support myself. And the other thing I might use is a pillow if I can find one nearby, which I don't think I can. Anyway, okay, and I'm actually in my bedroom. So let's get going right now. It's going to be a stretch session, and I found what I can use for my poor dear old knees right here. I'm going to use a towel because that works really well. Okay, let's do this. So I'm just going to wrap this up so that it's ready to go. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with just a deep breath in, feet hip width apart, exhale, just roll down really slow. You don't have to go all the way down. Squeeze out the air out of your belly and then roll up really slow. My back mobility, and like a lot of people, is really limited right now. Roll it down, exhale. Roll it up. Good stuff. Pull the shoulder blades back, chin level with the floor. Breathe in. See, that just hurts right here. Roll it up. Breathe in. All the way back. We'll do a little bit more of rolling down, but I'd like to work from the top down. And eventually we'll get to the ground and we won't get up again. So we're going to start by just tipping the head side to side. Now I'm going to turn. So side to side. There you go. Not fast. We don't want to hurt the neck. So I'm feeling super tight. If you have a sore neck, especially if you work on the computer all the time, and I think that's part of it for me. Yesterday I was sitting for a really long time, probably with my head ducked forward looking at the computer. Might be time for some new glasses. We're just going to hold it to one side. Hold it there. Good stuff. So by moving it back and forth first, we're giving a little bit of mobility. Now we stretch. Now I'm just literally dropping my head to the side. So my ear is right over top of my shoulder blade. So this little bumpy bit is called your acromion process. Now as we do this, I want you to drop the chin towards your collarbone just a little bit. You'll get a little deeper stretch. There's a lot of muscles in the top of your shoulders and that lead into your neck, and they shorten up, and they can make neck and shoulder and arm problems too. Drop that head a little bit deeper. Breathe into the stretch. You can look straight down for a moment, and then just drop it over to the other collarbone. So we're going over to the other side. So you're looking kind of down over to the side. Just hold there. Now, if you feel it really tight, any of your stretches that feel super tight, take a breath and think about the area that's tight when you breathe out. It's a little yoga trick that works really well to help you unguard. And now take the ear toward the shoulder. If you find yourself dipping, bring yourself back up. I have the benefit of a screen in front of me. So you'll note one side will be tighter than the other. And bring it center. Good. Just give yourself just a little roll around. Okay. So we're going to do the forward fold one more time. So breathe in. Exhale down. Bend the knees fairly deep. roll up, breathe in. Pull the shoulder blades back. One more time, I'm gonna stay down. Oh. Hold it here. Now, you can have your hands here. This is where your block comes in handy. This one's kind of small, but if you don't have the flexibility, you could have it here. If you want it, you can bring it down a level. And I'm okay for forward fold. There's other things that I use a block for. I put my hands on the ground, and I'm just gonna drop. I'm just gonna hold it here, and then I shake my head back and forth. Still working on the neck, but now working into the back. This is a great full body stretch. And then nod back and forth. And then just let your head hang. Closing the eyes. Breathing. If you find it difficult to breathe in this position, you can widen out your feet and just hang here like this. And again, you can use the block if you need it. Breathing deep. Bend the knees, roll up. Good. Pull the shoulder blades back. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. Now, I know my whole body isn't going to be in the frame, and that's okay. So I'm going to bring this is my right hand, I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to just tip and lift. I'm going to tip. I'm just going to widen out my feet there a little bit. Awesome. Couple more. The next one I'm going to hold. Hold it there. Hold it. So we're getting a side stretch here. Don't forget to breathe. When things get a little bit touchy or painful, you have to breathe. Reaching this hand up. Pull those abdominals in. At least 3 breaths. One more. And breathe up. Take it down. Now, since we worked on the right hand, or my right hand, take that right hand behind you. I'm going to turn. So my hand is pressing back. I'm going to grab my hand and pull to the side. So I'm going to keep pulling my arm to this way. Now, as you do this, you can tip that head the opposite direction, or the direction that you are pulling your arm. And you'll get a little bit deeper stretch. Nice. Just hang out here with me in my bedroom, honoring our bodies so we don't hurt. Hold it there. Your stretches ideally would be held from 30 seconds to 5 minutes, but it's not a yoga class. It's not a yin yoga class, so we're not going to hold for 5 minutes or 3 minutes. But we're definitely going to hold for at least 3 breaths. Release the hand, release the other hand, give the shoulder a roll out, good stuff, and drop that head over again and then look down again. So getting a stretch into a different area. Look there. It's amazing how much your neck holds your tension. And if you work on a computer, it gets computer work and tension. So you're double tight. Okay, and roll down and look straight ahead. Awesome. Okay, so we got to do the other side, right? Alrighty. So take my left hand, your other hand, slide it behind you. If you have really flexible shoulders, this will be easy for you. I find this difficult. Okay, so I'm going to grab, I'm going to pull gently, and then now I'm going to tip my head to the side, this side that I'm pulling toward. Okay, hold it there. Beautiful. And I will try to shut up a little bit during this class because I do know I can't seem to close my mouth. Hold it there. Drop the head. Breathe. Release the hand, Release the other hand, give it a shrug out. Good stuff. Alrighty. Drop it to that side one more time. Drop the chin. See if you can go a little further without no pain. We do not go through pain. And drop it center. Look straight ahead. Roll out the shoulders. Good stuff. So that is from the neck, well, kind of the neck, shoulders up. All right. So we've stretched out the anterior deltoid, bit of bicep, and we've worked our wrists a little bit too. So roll out those wrists. Good. Other direction. All right. Good stuff. I actually can't remember, did we do this one to the other side? I don't think we did because this is my sore side today. So come on up, straight up and over. And I apologize, my hand is here. Hold it there, just hold. Come on up. Do it again. Do it again. And hold. Just stay there. Breathe into the sorbets. Looking at the floor. Reaching up. Come on up. And bring it down. Roll out the shoulder. Good stuff. Okay, one last stretch for sort of the upper body. Put your hands on your hips. Pull the abdominals in if you can. And now push your hips forward and look slightly up. So you're pulling the shoulder blades together. Squeeze your bum if you want, but you're pushing the hips forward and getting a fabulous chest stretch, but also a bit of a back and abdominal stretch. If you're ever at work and you're at the computer or at home at the computer with your hands in front of you, this is an awesome stretch. Don't look way up, just look sort of up. Breathe up and release. Roll out those wrists one more time. Good stuff. Alrighty, I'm just coming in. I don't have glasses on, so I can't see anything. Thank you for joining me. If you're on replay, this is awesome. And if you're joining me live, then we are doing stretch today. Let's continue. Alrighty. Okay, let's do that forward fold again. See if it's changed. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees, roll down. Use your block if you need it. Hold it. I don't need my block, so I'm going to put it here. I've got a pretty generous bend in my knee. Roll up a little bit straighter if you can, but keep that body folded. Shake the head no. And now shake the head yes. And bring something positive into your mind. Bend the knees, roll up. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to do a couple standing stretches. And I think what we'll do is we'll get into the hips a little bit. So I'd like you to do a little bit of rotation. Again, I am going to try and shut my mouth a little more. It is pretty difficult for me. Other direction. Other side. Big direction. Good. Couple more. And other direction. Awesome. And relax. Good. Okay, so let's take the feet fairly wide. You can pop your stuff up off. So fairly wide. So we're going to do another forward fold. Our feet are pointed forward, if even a little bit pointed in. This actually gets into the peroneal muscles, which are the tiny muscles along the side of your leg or your calf, side of your calf. And if you're a runner, these get tight. All right, so if you can't take a wide stretch, you can take it in a bit. That's okay. So breathe in. And then I want you to pop your bum back and lean forward. This is where you might want a block or something to hang on to. This might be good for you. Hold it here. You can bring your hands down, go for it. And then let yourself drop. Now this is where a block really helps. You can drop your head and put your head on it. If you want, just hold it here. Your toes are still pointed forward. Hold, no pain. Pain is not allowed. Hold it. If you want to come up a bit, that's okay. No pain. Hold it there. Good stuff. You can rock into one side and the other just a little bit. Keep it a little bit fluid if you want. All right. Bring the head up. Now, to get out of this can be difficult, but bring your hands in, bend the feet, put your hands on your thighs, and breathe in and come up. Good stuff. Now, walk your feet in. Good. So we got inner thigh there, but we also got the side of the leg, and that is really important, especially if you're a runner. I've taken up running again, which is probably why I'm stiff, but it's not why my back hurts. All right, so I'm gonna turn. We're gonna do a standing hamstring stretch. You've all done this because you've all done gym class, or you might have done gym class. Okay, so I'm gonna take a foot straight out in front of me, and you can lift your toe if you want. And the idea here is to keep your hips facing forward. So pop the hips and then lean forward. Now I can keep it flat back. Don't round out your back. Come flat back until you feel a nice stretch go through the back of the thigh. Very nice. Hold it there. Just hold it there. And if you feel like you can drop the toe, that's fine. Now, hold it here, your 3 breaths. But if you wanted to change the trajectory of the stretch through your hamstring, you could bring your foot out a little bit, or you can bring your toe out a bit, but keep the hips pointed forward. Very nice. Hold it there. Breathing deeply. Nice. Slide it in. We're just going to bring it up. Give it a little shake. It's exactly the same thing, other side. So I'm going to just change my direction so you can see a different view. Foot comes in front. Pop the hips back. The little nubs at your pelvis, they are facing forward. Push down and back. Weight comes into the supporting leg. Again, you can lift the toe for a little extra stretch if you wish. Hold it there. I'm just pushing my hips back. And again, you can move the foot out or in and then move it to one side. This one feels good for me. This knee is not locked. It is ever so slightly bent, a little micro bend. Find your sweet spot and stay there for 3 breaths. Beautiful. Bring it in a little bit. Slide it in. Breathe in. Roll down. And breathe up. Awesome job. Okay, so I'm going to take you into a lunge position. Take the foot back. Making sure that your feet are wide enough that you're not tipping over. Okay, so your toes are facing forward and your heel is down. If it can't be down in this position, bring it forward a little bit. Okay, so find that sweet spot for you. Have a look at your toes. My back heel is out a little bit, so I'm going to take it out, my leg out, and I'm going to make sure that both toes, feet are facing the same direction. All right, push your knee forward. Hold it there. Hold it there. Getting a nice calf stretch, but we're going to get into the front of the thigh and the hip flexor. All right, so stay there. I'm going to bring this back knee in, lift the heel. I'm going to take it a little wider for myself. Okay, and I'm going to sink. So my front knee is over top of my ankle. My back knee doesn't touch the ground. Now, This might be enough for you. And yes, you will feel a little bit of strength building here, but in order to get a little deeper stretch, bring that outside arm up and tip it to the bent knee side, but over to the side. So you should be getting a nice stretch through the side as well as down the front of the leg. Breathing. Remember, breathe into your stiff bits. I'm going to keep my arm up. I'm going to come up to upright. I'm going to extend my leg, bring it in a touch, and I'm going to reach forward. Hold it there. Both feet face forward, and I'm just going to roll out my arm. Good. One more. Hold it forward and drop it. Step in. Exactly the same thing. Other leg. All right. Take it back. Get your balance. Balance first. Bend in. Keep your heel down. We're just going to get that stretch going in the calf first. All right. Hold it there. Don't grip with your toes. Try and lift your toes and then place them down. Okay. So bring the knee in. Sink. Arm comes up. Tip to the opposite side of your arm. Hold it. Breathe. Think of a joke, and then put it in the comments when we're done. Good stuff. I'm forgetting to breathe. Come upright. Extend the leg. Lean forward and roll the arm out. 3 rolls. Hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. Drop the arm. Step in. Forward fold. Breathe in. Exhale down. Bend the knees. Roll up. Roll back. Good job. Okay, we're going to take it down to the ground. And we're going to use a towel if you have one. If you're on carpet, you probably don't need it. If you have a block or a book, you could use it. And we're not going to use our band just yet. Okay, so if you have a towel, just fold it up a bit. And we'll put that under the poor dear knees. Only if you want to. So one knee goes on. So you're coming into a lunge position. So a right angle here, a right angle here, and a right angle here, okay? Now, here's the fun bit. This is where blocks, if you have them, are helpful, but I'm okay. I'm just gonna come down, and I'm gonna come back and forward. So I'm coming back, a little bit of mobility, getting into my quadriceps and my hamstrings, but also my hips. Yes. Looking forward, and you can check out, the other great thing about this is you're working your ankle, a little bit of mobility in the ankle. Your feet and your ankles working all day. Now, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to come over. You don't want your hip to move over. All right, hold it here. You might want to bring your hands back. If you want, you can bring a block or something to hang on to, a box of glue. Hold it. You'll notice my knee is not completely straight. So if I want it straight, I'm going to have to move it forward, but I'm going to stay here because this actually feels good. Holding it again. Breathing. Don't forget, because I keep doing that. Drop the toe, come forward, and just hang out here a little bit. Good. Again, holding my breath. Don't do that. Come back and come. Hands and knees and other side. Okay, you will find one side works better than the other, and I suspect that this is going to be my tough side. So back and forth. Back and forth. A little bit of mobility through the hips and the ankles. Beautiful. Couple more, and then we'll hold the hamstring. One more. Hold. You can bring yourself upright. One more time. If you want to block, you can. Books, stack of books works. An Amazon box. We all have them. Given that we're at the tail end of our quarantine or social distancing. Hold it. Breathing deeply. Drop the toe, come forward, and just hang out here for a bit. Awesome. Stay there. Breathing. I'm hoping you've come up with a good joke. Come center and have a seat. Okay, we're almost done actually. I'm going to get into the butt a little bit more and the back, a couple more exercises, and then we will have done a full body stretch. All right, so I'm going to pop my towel to the side. If you have a scarf or a band or something close, keep it here. You may want it, you may not. Okay, so first things first, let's get the room around us. We're going to roll it down. Oh, I told you my back is sore. Hands out to the side. So bring your feet hip width apart, a little wider, and just rock it side to side. Side to side. Nice. Breathing through any discomfort, but you're not to go through pain. If you have pain, then you need ice and rest, and maybe some Advil or Tylenol. Okay, we're gonna hold one side, whichever side. Now hold it here. If this is tough for you because your knee is up, you can stack the knees, or you can just leave this knee up. You choose. Holding it here. Now, if you want, you take your face and face the opposite direction of your knees. Hold it. Very good. We're going to come up, breathing up, and over to the other side. This is my tough side. I'm going to breathe into my back here. It doesn't hurt, but it's touchy. Good stuff. One more. Exhale. And on the inhale, bring the knees in center. Okay, so this next one is probably one of the better stretches that I know. I want you to bring your foot to your knee. This might be enough for you, okay? And I'm going to show you a little trick. If that is enough for you, and then you feel like, oh, I could do a little more. So here you are. You could bring your foot onto a block, okay? That's a really easy fix. Block, book, box, whatever. I'm good. I'm going to put that over there. All right, so now you're feeling, I can do more. Lift up, holding the abdominals in, flex both feet. If you're here, it's passive. Here, you're engaged, okay? So flex your feet. Now, if this is tough for you, here's what you can do. You can take your scarf or your band, and you can help yourself up. Hold it there. And you can let it off a little bit and then just gently tug in. Now, again, flexed feet. This knee, you can give a little push. But you want your knee sort of pointed out to the side. Hold it there. Hold it there. Yes. Now, I want you to ease off a bit. Just take a break. And now we're going to bring it up again. Okay. So this is a technique that will help you get deeper into your stretches. So you stretch, you ease off, you stretch again. Another one is you stretch, you flex, you stretch again. Relax. I'm going to let go of my band. I'm going to put my hands out. Now, you may or may not be able to do this. You might need to bring your legs down. I'm going to tip to my side. I'm going to try and keep my shoulders on the ground. If you're not able to do this, just hang out in the figure 4, the one where we're completely on our back. Hold it there. This is a deeper stretch, big time. You want to unravel yourself and then roll on back. Okay, one more time. Other foot. Put your foot up. I don't know what my feet look like. I walk barefoot almost everywhere, so they could be gross. All right, and when you're ready, pull the abdominals in and lift up. Okay, you might need to just flex your feet, rub your feet off, push your knee away if you need to, and use your bend if you want. Breathing. Props are always an option. Sometimes they help, and sometimes you don't need them. As I'm aging, if you want to call it that, maturing, becoming more sassy, I find that something under my knee, when I have weight on it, does help. Okay, I'm going to drop over to the side. Do this only if you want. I'm keeping my shoulders on the ground. I'm breathing. My head, I'm looking at the ceiling. Hold it there. Yeah. And you can go back up if you want, but I find it just easier to unravel myself and then rock it up. Okay, so one more time. Feet are hip width apart. Rock it side to side. You might find it a little easier now. You got it. Good stuff. 2 more. Come up center. We're breathing. Bring one knee in. Bring the other knee in. Wrap your hands around. Pull it really tight. Now lift your head and make yourself a tiny little ball. Breathing. If this is hard for you, you find this difficult to breathe, just widen out your feet and your knees. One more breath. And exhale everything down. We're done. That's it. Oh, my back feels a little bit better. I'm going to come over to my side, and then I'm going to push up. Again, you have to honor where your body is at. If you don't, you will injure yourself. And I'm going to tell you right now, injury sucks. So honor where your body is feeling. If it hurts, don't overdo it. It will just hurt more. Okay, thank you for joining me in my bedroom. I enjoyed being with you. I hope you liked having a stretch class rather than a core class. I would love it if you left me a comment and let me know what you thought. And if you have suggestions or requests, by all means, leave them. I would love to hear from you. I do respond to the comments that I get almost immediately. Almost. Sometimes. Most of the time. But today I'm headed out. So, might be a little later. I hope to hear from you. I gotta walk on over to you and say, I'm gonna stop this recording. I want you to have an amazing day, and I'm glad you stretched with me. Bye.